Okay, I'm trying to stay engaged, trying to stay active, trying to stay fired up, and I am fired up. And I think most of us here today are truly fired up, and that's why we're here to share the ideas and what's going on right now. My question is this, and I may have missed the explanation of this over the last week since I've been doing, I'm the errand boy here in this household, so I've been thrust into the errand situation. Why have they reduced the amount of co-hosts when you can have up to 24 on page 1 and you can have up to, I thought it was 100 co-hosts throughout the webinar or throughout the OConnect? I'd be interested to know where that number 10 came from. Thank you.
All right. He said his question was to the tech guys. Collins is
all right. Yes, Rob, that's a good question. Honestly, I also noticed this because I know, you know, with the other version you can have, I don't know if it was unlimited co-hosts. So I think last week I was just trying to make co-hosts, and then I discovered that I can't go more further when it's 10. So I tried to click again, and they said, no, you've reached the limit. I said, oh, that's it. But I don't know. Well, the business will know better than.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether this is a question we can answer here, to be honest, because maybe Ash should be the best person, or he and his team, to explain this to us to the best of what I think.
My only concern is as we grow within OConnect, and we actually have more than, like in our situation where we only have 100 or 80 or 70 or 60, but where we have maybe 1,000 people on, it might be handy to have more co-hosts, just to handle 1,000 people when you're 1 or 2 people, you know, running the OConnect. That might be cumbersome. So my only thinking is,
there's a way I can answer this, Rob.
Can I?
Oh, you want to go ahead? Or let me add, and then
Colin speak, and then Peter Rogers speak. And
okay.
So I want to see it. I want to come from the business perspective. You know, normally we're looking at the webinar platform from our own perspective because we are founders and we're thinking about 10,000, 15,000. But let's look at it in a business perspective. A company can come in having 1 million, you know, 1 million customers or 1 million users as a business, like companies. How many of them will ever sit on a particular meeting? For instance, I work for a company where almost 200 employees. I've never seen my CEO because the meeting I always have, we are just 10 of us in our own small department. So it's more of a departmental stuff. So the CEO, you know, from the hierarchy, they break it down. So the CEO have meeting with the director, and then the directors, they have the meeting with their managers lead and stuff like that in a smaller, you know, group. But though they have that 10,000, it'll be difficult for them to really occupy that. So I think Mr. Ashmufara is moving towards business than looking at what we are doing. And there will never be a day where you will have 100 people speak. It'll be difficult. So that's the way I look at it. But maybe others here will have something.
Yeah, Peter Rogers definitely wants to say something.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tailored. I think if you've got 100 people on a webinar and you want 15 that you want on the panel, I think later on it will be tailored for you to do that. And like Colin's saying, you know, I think it's going to be different packages for different businesses and what they can have. And I think what we've got here is obviously it's an ongoing process, and I think it will get better, and you will have the extra facilities at a later date of what Rob's asking and what he's saying. That's my take on it anyway. That's
sure. Thank you, Pete.
Yeah, my question may have been a little premature. I think it was premature. I like Collins's answer with the business idea, because try getting 100 people to speak out of 200. It isn't happening. So I understand that.
Right. All right. So Graham, were you calling to make a different point, or was it on this same point, please?
Hi, Comfort. Yeah, it's on a different point actually.
Right.
Is that okay, or do you want me to wait?
Okay, sure. I think we're done with the first one, so you can go on, please. Thank you.
Right, I just wanted to. I had another look at all my accounts today, and mail is still not working for me. I got into 2 of the 10 accounts on mail. Tried sending from and sending to them all. None of them are receiving or sending the email, although it said it did send it. Or if it does send it, it's not getting to my Gmail or my Yahoo account. And then when I'm on the email page, and then I go to say deleted emails or that, it just stops. It just goes into a blank page with and a wee circle in the middle that's going round and round and round like that. Do you know if this is common, or I did see a post on ONPASSIVE Nation about that some people are having that same problem. There's about 11 that I know of my team got the same problem, and I really do think that this needs to be fixed before we go any further.
I'm sure you're working on it, Graham, but mine's done the same. All I did was close down the application, open it back up, and it was fine. It does tend to do that sometimes, and I'm sure the tech team are well aware of the issue and will be dealing with things. The thing is, what they're doing is they're putting on so many add-ons to all of the various products that are already in the back office and the ecosystem, and that we're going to see a lot of changes. And some of the machines that we have are kind of out of date. The whole system is designed for computers younger than 2015, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your computer will not work. It will. Sometimes you just have to reboot it or reboot the ecosystem, which is what I did last time, and it worked fine.
I have tried all that, Andy. I've cleared out the whole thing, the cache, the browsing history, rebooted my laptop. Didn't make one iota of a difference. Took a long time to go through it all again after doing that. I have a program called CCleaner that cleans the whole machine.
Okay, well, my suggestion then, Graham, would be to send a little note. Yeah, send a little note to support. But as I said, I am sure that they are aware of it.
Yeah, that's another thing. I went to do that today and typed all the support email out. Went to send it. I tried this in 3 different accounts, and it said unable to receive or send support tickets. Please try again later. So really just got to wait until it gets fixed, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Graham.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So there's something I would just like us to discuss it a little bit. So guys, if you have a question or any contribution to make, definitely we'll give you room to do that. But I would like us to start from here. Earlier on, after Collins, I think Collins had the presentation done, Oliver came and talked about gratefulness. So Andy said Ash is just showing kind of fairness to everyone by doing what he has done. And then Rob came with the constant commission and all of those things. However, some people think that we should be grateful. Others see it as fairness, but others think from the questions that are coming to us, both in the chat forums and privately, they are like, is it like it's being unfair because we already activated our accounts for this amount and then now they may give a discount to others? Another Collins talked about that, but I just want us to discuss this to give a kind of, maybe, I don't know whether it's education or so that people should try to tweak their mindset or something like that. But then this is something that we cannot just ignore because we don't know what else Ash will be coming on with. And how many people will be blindly criticizing, not know that it's of advantage to them. So, Jean, if I'm making sense, then you can just comment on this to see whether it's being unfair. We really need to be grateful for this discount season and stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
welcome, sis.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Comfort. Thank you so much for inviting me today. Yeah, I mean, there's, Collins explained it so well about, if we get something at a certain price and then, the following month it's sold at a discount, we don't go back to that store and say, you owe me something, or, we're expecting so much from a man who has given us everything. He has given us everything. So for me, it is, there's a phrase, and I actually spoke about it in Engineer Sushanta's meeting, is don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And I don't know if people that are not from the United States are familiar with that, but it is a phrase where if you receive a valuable gift, a horse, a very valuable gift, and in this case, it's a thoroughbred. It is a perfect horse, winning races, breaking records. It's this incredible beast, right? You receive this as a gift. Are you going to open up its mouth and see if its teeth are straight, if it's got a cavity, if it's got something wrong on the side of it? Are you going to do that? Or are you going to say, thank you for this amazing gift? And that's what the phrase, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And I think people that are looking at this situation may be doing just that. We have to stop. And as Marty has said, the answer to all questions is Ash Mufarah. Ash Mufarah's heart and soul is to give to us, to lift us, to do the best for us. And he gives and gives and gives, and it still seems like it's not enough for some people. So if we think about this, why would Ash do something that would harm the people who have already activated? It must be a positive thing, because that's the way the man works. And so for me, not only is it, as Colin said, it's a business decision, they're offering a special deal to get more people to come in, a Black Friday, do whatever you want to call it. But it's also the fact that if you got in early right away, there's probably a benefit to that in some way. Not only did we get to use the product for 3 months, and now we're getting an extra month. So we're not just losing the $50 discount. We're gaining an extra month of using this brilliant product. So for me, the gratitude that is Vincent that was mentioned it. I came in a little bit late. I think it goes beyond words, the fact that we should be grateful for this, because it is so, what he has given to the founders is so above and beyond what would be expected for any business starting out. If we were somebody that was investing in a company, say, we wouldn't be getting all of these gifts, gift upon gift upon gift. So for me, gratitude isn't even a big enough word. It's, and I think it's completely appropriate here. Beyond the fact that it's a business decision. But for me, we should be really, really proud of this company. Right. It is it's doing what it said it was going to do. It's connecting the world, more and more people coming in, connecting to the ecosystem, through the ecosystem. And by selling Connect, it is literally connecting people across the world. So we're becoming this really strong fabric that's just covering this planet. And it's going to reshape it, recolor it, recreate it for the benefit of all mankind. So some of the little things happening with different products changing over time as the team is working, tweaking, enhancing. It's all part of the ride that we are on as founding members. It's part of the journey. I actually find it very, very exciting to get to see all these little things happening. And so, did you see that? And that changed. I wonder what that was about. And then it's always for our benefit. And so I just say, everybody be really, really happy, excited, proud, and enjoy the journey. I think it's about to get super crazy.
Indeed.
I really do.
Thank you.
Hope that answered it.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, definitely. Thank you. Yeah. Before you do, John is eagerly just raising his hand. Who was that? Is it Brother Oliver?
Yes, that's me.
Can you wait for John, please?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, John. Thank you, bro.
Yes. Excuse me. I don't have much of a voice today for some reason, but okay. I want to mention, since we're on the subject of the price, current price, someone in the chat has, well, first of all, let me just say, trying to get folks not to ask questions in the chat, because we will have a Q&A, and we will enable, people are also wondering why they can't type their questions in the Q&A. We will enable the Q&A so folks can type in their questions. But one thing I would like to mention, since we're talking about the discounted price, Momadou has posted in the chat, and I think maybe somebody else has, that they paid, I think today, or at least recently, and they say they paid $106, not 93. So is there a $13 charge? They're wondering, what's the $106? Anybody have any idea about that? So that's all I have for that. But I do want to say to folks, don't type your questions in the chat, and please don't answer the questions. And the reasons why is that you may want to be helpful, but we have the Q&A so the proper people can answer. Because when you answer a question in the chat, you may not always be accurate with your answer. So I'm bringing that up just so to say, please don't type your questions now in the chat. Wait for the Q&A, and please don't answer a question because your answer may not be accurate. And maybe somebody could address that $106. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, John. Thanks. Okay. I think that's noted.
Thank you.
Oliver. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Oliver, then Rob.
Yeah. Yes. I want to thank everybody that have answered the talk, and I just want to also add that we should not only be grateful, we should pray for our CEO and also pray for all the IT guys and all the employees, the staff that are working to carry on this mission. All these activities have taken place within 12 hours. I was with Collins since yesterday. We brainstorm and we look at things, and they are changing within 12 hours. So we should be grateful. Then I also want to say, I keep saying that we should not think within 12 quadrimeter or 10 quadrimeter house. Look down deep into what the CEO has done. The $93. Look about the customers that are going to come into your organization. And each customer that will come into your organization can also bring another 5 or 6 or 10 customers. So please, we should not limit ourselves. ONPASSIVE is unlimited. Our idea should also be unlimited. So please, we should be grateful, thankful, and also look for anything that the CEO is doing. Please, he look into them deeply. And we should also analyze things positively and think positively and stop thinking negatively. It's in the Bible. I said that yesterday in Otech. If your finger hurts you, cut that finger and throw it away. We should stop negativity in the house and in ONPASSIVE. Please, I'm begging. Thank you, Sister Comfort. That's just what I wanted to say.
I like the bit where he's actually begging you to be nice in a place, in a world like the unpassive world, guys. Come on. So I know that it's not us here. The people we're addressing will definitely watch this later on. So guys, we normally do put this out so that those who could not come here, it follows them back after this anytime from tomorrow. So thank you, Brother Oliver. So Rob, I think you wanted to say something.
Yes, if I may, I can answer the service charge situation. The most, not all, merchant processors charge a fee. Sometimes these fees are paid for by the recipient. Sometimes they're paid for by the person that's paying them, paying the amount in. For example, 93 became 106. We have somebody in Lynn's organization paid 187 for 143. So it does happen. It depends on the merchant processor primarily. Now, with regard to crypto, which I know that wasn't the question, but crypto, you're going to pay a service charge in and a service charge out of some sort. So the 93 is going to be more than 93 to get to 93, because I've got this thing with Kraken where I've just tried to weigh the difference between paying with Kraken, on the through Rocket, or whether it's better to pay with the card. So far, I think it's better to pay with the card because there's, I believe it's 8%. Is what Kraken is getting, and I'm not sure when you buy the crypto, you know what that percentage is. I know what it is with like Cash App. You're paying 8% in, 8% out. And to me, that's a lot of money on $100. If you're paying $100 for something and you got to pay 16, that's a steep fee. So people that are paying with crypto must realize, and I know they do realize, as do the people that are now paying with cards, there are fees. So just be aware of the fees. Don't be shocked by the fees. There's going to be fees. Thank you.
All right. I remember there was a $5 fee when we used to do the registration. So
I'll just add about what the crypto fees overall is about 5%. So that's for paying in and paying out. So it's around about 5%. That's what I paid.
Okay. All right. That's all useful information there, guys. Thank you. Thanks so much. So we are going back to let's hear. Oh, Pat is here. Yes. So talking about gratitude, Pat, we're just encouraging people to support Ash by being thankful to all that he's doing, and not say, oh my God, and stuff like that. So what would you have to say to this?
Thanks, Comfort. I'm grateful, thankful, and blessed to be here on Heroes. But you know what? My gratitude for each and every one in ONPASSIVE is remarkable, because everything is unlimited. We are unlimited as ONPASSIVians. So just think what Mr. Ash, his family, all the tech team, what they're doing is unlimited. Always, always, always. And there's so much gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of them. Because the blessing is a gift that keeps giving. And it'll never, never stop. As long as we don't stop with our blessings towards others. Because right now I feel, if you talk about the 93, what a blessing. We talk about the extra month. What a blessing. Everything in our life is true blessings, as long as we accept them as blessings and keep moving forward. So Mr. Ash Mafara, your beautiful boys and your wife and all the dream team around the world, keep going. Keep making us unlimited. Keep blessing the world as you always do. God bless. I love yous all. Thanks, Comfort. I could go on forever with gratitude.
I know. Thank you. Of course, this time you come again as many times as you want to come in the show. Thank you so much. So I think Julie Pierre is raising her hand. Sis, welcome.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Thank you, everyone. Great contributions, both factual and everything else. But I would like to go into a story in the Bible. There was this great landowner. I'm not here to convert anybody, but I'm just showing a story that is so true. He sent the first set of workers into the vineyard to work, and he promised them a fair day's wage. He passed by at midday. He saw some idlers. He sent them in. They agreed, and he said he's going to give them a fair day's wage. Then there were the last set he sent in. He also promised them a fair day's wage. Where am I going with this? Mr. Ash Mafara has promised us financial freedom to all of us. We need to be grateful. I am baffled when I hear people complaining about, why give some persons discount now? Why did they pay $117 on all of that? At the end of it all, we are promised financial freedom by Mr. Ash Mafara. So we should be grateful, all of us. Be grateful that we are given this opportunity of gaining our financial freedom. And let us be focused on the end result. We all are going to receive a fair day's wage, which is financial freedom. Mr. Ashmafara, if he wants to give discounts along the way, it's up to him. It is his business at the end of the day. That's how I see it. It is his business. It is his choice if he wants to do so.
Yes.
We should all be grateful. Some of us are very ungrateful. We should all be grateful and be focused on our financial freedom. And this is my contribution. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks so much, sis. Much appreciated. I'll just read one quick one from Gordon Neng, who says, one of the greatest forms of showing gratitude is by following instructions, all in caps, and believe in a cause one is involved with. I think that was a powerful one. Thank you, Gideon, for that contribution. And we are moving on. Collins, can you activate the question and answer section, please, so that people can type their questions in. Meanwhile, we'll just have a look in the chat. So, Brother Frank, if you're there now, or Michael, let's just have a look in the chat and both on the question section. If I'm missing out on anything, just give me a pat on the back, please. So, if you have a question, please type it on the question section, on the Q&A section. So meanwhile, our contributions go on. So guys, everybody, we can see Dr. Bill Williams in the house. And so Dr. Bill Williams, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're not sure if you were listening before you joined. If not, we were just having a conversation about the updates in the in the back office and the OES. And so we just be excited and trying to encourage people, trying to let people understand what all this means, because to some people it's unfair and to others it's quite fair what Ash is doing and stuff. So welcome, and if you'd like to make a contribution, go ahead, please, Dr. Bill Williams.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
Good. Well, I did catch early attendance in the attendee area, so thank you. It's been very enlightening, and I agree with everything that's been said so far. I didn't hear anything that wasn't out of line with what I believe and what I've seen. I'm very pleased to see, I think 5 people have come in and paid commissions today on one of my my main account there. So we do know it's working, and I'm sure it's from the credit cards and debit cards, because they have the ability to do the crypto for the last 2 weeks, and they didn't very much use that at all. So most people are a little afraid of using crypto. So this is Credit Card City happening with us today. I think I've just gone through and done a tabulation from my own understanding of where people are. And I thought I would share a little bit about what I'm seeing. Let's see where I wrote it down here. I wrote it right here, and it's in front of me, but I'm not seeing where I put it. There it is. So the number of users that are in right now, if you say that's 100%, what I'm seeing is about 70% of the people that are actual users are affiliates. And I'm seeing that people that are paid would be about, that means paid to use OConnect. They're about, percentage-wise, it's about 1/3 of the people. But I have non-registered people, about 20%. They've never migrated over from founders. 20%. So, there's a lot of people out there who are fence sitters. Maybe they couldn't get across the payment gate when it first opened and then it closed. So there's a reason for people to be hanging out, waiting. We told them a day ago the gate's going to open back up, and it just opened up this morning from what I could tell. So there's another gold rush starting to happen. And what's going to show up is when the pace is too big, it'll shut down again. But if it's just right, it'll keep going steadily. And we'll see that that number will grow from 1/3 to 1/2 to 2/3, hopefully, will become affiliates and then paid members of OConnect. So I think we've got a bit of work to do in our teams. I want to encourage everybody who's built a team to check in with each of your team members to see where they are on the fence. And I know I'm having an equally hard time as any of you are convincing some people that this is still real, worthy, and a ongoing business. We've been bombarded with negativity and things related that have scared people. There are people that are not as strong a conviction as you are. If you're on the webinar, you're strong of conviction, right? But we have a lot of people who are sitting out there on the fence going, I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is going to make it. I don't know. And they're just tired of waiting and waiting. So I think we have a job to do if we want to get those people over the hump onto solid ground with where we stand. So that's kind of my take on it. And I will say there's one good thing. I've seen 49 people join as users since we closed the founders. So there's a group of people that are joining who are not founders that have come in because of my personal efforts. So if you're working and sharing, people are coming in. And when they start to see that the money's flowing, that the products are real, the products are working, they're dynamic and special, they're going to actually go from being just members who look at it to members who buy it, and then members who share it. So it's a step program. We all will see how it works over time, of course. Good to be here with you guys.
All right. Thank you. Thanks so much for coming, Dr. Bill. So guys, everybody on the panel, just be ready. If you are happy to answer any question, just go for it. So I'm looking at a few callings. If you can help me post them. I'm not able to publish them, but you can because you are the host. So there's this one from Sister Joyce Kialo. She says, to get it clear, this promotion, is it for new affiliates, or if I've already paid, I just need to wait for a month? So it's just, that's a question, and it needs help, guys. Andy, everybody's off camera. I think I should just switch my camera off.
No, we are on.
We are on.
All right. There's a question on the screen. So is this promotion only for new affiliates, or if someone has already paid, should they just wait for a month?
Basically, yes. They have another month free of charge. So we've got, for those of us, like Pete said, Pete and I have both paid for all our accounts on the 1st of September. Right. So, our renewal date comes up next week, 1st of December. And for us, we've now been given an extension, which for us is worth $125. For those that have got a discount, they've got a discount of $50 so that they can get in. Well, okay, great. I'm saving $125, so I'm a happy bunny. Sure. But in effect, I've got an extra month to use OConnect. And during that month, Ash obviously wants to get everybody activated as much as possible, because we've got all of these customers to allocate. And, so once they're allocated, we're going to see who's in our customer base and what our group looks like, etc., and then things are going to become very clear and change dramatically. So yeah, from my point of view, I've saved 125 from the new guys signing in, or the guys that haven't activated. They've just saved 50. I'm better off.
Right. Thank you, Andy. Thanks. That answers a question, and you say something that I was thinking. So I think I was thinking right. I really appreciate that response. So let's hear from Pascaline Kechegeo. Pascaline says, when do we get our withdrawal of revenue? Great Great question. So who is answering this for us?
I can give you my opinion of that question.
Please.
I think obviously with the processes being sorted and gradually worked out, and as it gradually works properly the way it's supposed to work, then I think obviously the next phase is the paying out. Because you've got to have the processes to pay out as well, not just taking money, but you have to have the processes to send money out as well. So once they've got the one side of it working right, I'm sure then we'll all start to get our bonuses and what we've earned in commissions sent to us. I know crypto, that won't be long. I think there's not been an issue with that. I think they just stopped it because of obviously the issue with everything else. So I think everything will just start up very shortly, and everybody will start to get their commissions, which they're entitled to. That's what I understand of it. So, okay.
So thank you, Pete. Here, Pascaline, sorry, but I have to say this. Sometimes it's easy to spot who is connected and who is not, because it's unfortunate if we are waiting, what we're waiting for now as I'm sitting here, if it's money or when we're going to withdraw, then we have a bit more waiting time, which means we need to do a bit more. Because if you are plugged in and you're following up and you're getting the information as they are being released, then I don't think asking when we should be get withdrawals should be a question, because we have this information. People go on it. People are on this like every day, just explaining a lot of stuff. So please, let's just make an effort. I know sometimes people don't have time. People don't have means. But then once in a while, just you don't have to watch all the things that people are doing out there on social media, but read through the recap and read again and read again. You have every information you need. And so you maybe not be asking this question next time. I'm not saying that you should not have asked. You asked, it was okay. Ask again if you want next time, but then get informed too. That really does help. So Isaac says, do you know if anyone has had success using a Discover card to activate their account? So I don't know about Discover card. Does anybody know about that? And any help, please?
Discover card is one of the payment method.
Okay. So has anybody succeeded in using that, please?
For my knowledge, no. It's a card though, but it doesn't fall on under the Visa or the MasterCard directly. It's a different class on its own. I made research on that. I have one, but it doesn't work. So the answer is no.
All right. Okay. Thanks, bro.
If you look on the website, the Discover card, I don't see it listed anywhere. So I don't know where they get the idea we can use Discover card. It is a separate card.
Okay. Thank you. So card failed. So going bank tomorrow morning. Thank you. Please just go to the bank or you check your message. Sometimes when it fails, check if you have a message to confirm whether you are the one doing that transaction. Then you click yes. That's what my bank does. So check that too. The moment it fails, just go to the app, the app of your bank, and you may have a message which you just need to confirm, yes, I am the one doing the transaction, and it will go. If not, yes, going to the bank is a good thing. So somebody says, this is Ollie Ellison. Please assist. I have an affiliate who's tried 15 times since OConnect launched to join webinars. Every time it gets to this directed, we have cleared blockers and everything else and so on. And we have called in a campus. I don't know what that is. So can somebody help with this? Does anybody have an idea what all is concerned here? Can we help?
Yeah, Sister Comfort, thank you. I think you need to allow the pop-up blockers from your computer. Anytime you're trying to join the webinar, trying to allow the pop-up blockers so that we can allow you to join the meeting. It's very simple to do that. Anytime you try, like you said, just allow the pop-up blockers and then they can allow you to join the meeting. It's very simple stuff, yeah.
Otherwise, too, Ollie, if you go on Google and just tap how to allow, like my phone, my laptop is Windows 11. how to allow pop-up blockers on Windows 11. Google will show you step by step with pictures, and it's quite easy. So if you try that and reboot your device and then try again, let's see. Hope that helps. Dr. Teresa Krumer, will the free month be automatically applied, or we have to go to the marketplace and activate it? Quick response here, guys.
Automatic.
Thank
automatic,
you.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
When you connect actually ends, it'll automatically update.
Yeah. All right. I would never epuze dub gima Bernadette Ngum. Having issues with sound. I don't have sound at my end. Can anyone be of help, please? So this one, I don't know if this has to be in the chat because she can only type, but then she doesn't have sound in her end. This person is calling from my country. All right. So if there's any help, if there's any way we can help, maybe say it so that it can help somebody else. I'm not sure. Or Bernadette can watch this later on social media, or somebody helps with the response in the chat. I don't know how we can help with this.
I think this issue does come up when we have the questions and answers. If you're on a laptop, you just have to obviously click on the icon for the speaker at the bottom. But if you're on your phone, you have to actually look for it on your phone. You have to turn your phone upside down, inside out to try and find the speaker tab. And then once you can see it, then you can just tap on it. It's usually far down on the left-hand side on the bottom of the phone if you're on your phone watching it. So if you tap on that, okay, then you should get the sound. I've had that same issue myself, but you have to really look for it on your phone. So I hope that's helpful.
You might have to put that in the chat though, guys, because at the end of the day, if she can't hear you answer the question, it's pretty
good question. Good answer.
That's what I'm saying here. So somebody says, this is Emil Johnson. I only got coin in one of my accounts to withdraw, but my other account has zero coins. 0 coins, guys. Andy, somebody has coins only in one account to withdraw, and in the other account, 0 coins. Can you explain, please?
Well, okay, so my understanding of that would be that he's had his 10 coins that he's got for registering, and then he's put 143 in, activated OConnect, and he has 0 coin in that account. His other account has got other founders or other affiliates that have then subsequently activated and given him a commission. So he's got funds that he can withdraw from that account. I think that's what he's getting at anyway.
Okay. So guys, if you have your question answered, or if you have a follow-up question, just drop it in the Q&A section, and of course you get as much help as we can afford. I'm unable to unmute due to what is on the screen because it doesn't show me the unmute button when I come into the webinar. That is Brian Quetch. Help, guys.
Yeah, Comfort, that's usually by expanding to full screen, people are able to access the unmute button, like when we had the emojis going up. And so whether you're on a phone or a laptop, if you can get to the expanding full screen icon, click on that, then you should be able to access the unmute icon to activate the sound. Is that what's being asked here?
Hopefully so, Jean. Also, I don't know if this could be one of the reasons. If you look at the top, if you're on your laptop, I don't know how it looks like on the phone. If you look at the top, where near the clock, there is this toggle button. This, I don't know where it's oval or what. This you just tap on it and then it opens the all of those icons where you have the thumbnails of the panelists. So at the top where you have the clock, if you click on that button on the left to the clock, will open up and maybe will help you unmute if that helps too. I don't know, but try and let's know, please.
Some people should be understanding too that you have to click on the actual screen where the people are talking. Sometimes if you click off of the screen to another button on your computer, you're going to turn off the sound, and you have to go back and click on the screen itself to reactivate the sound.
Okay. Good. Thank you. So Amir Johnson is there. Can I get my question answered? I think we just answered a question from Johnson, from Amir Johnson. Except that it was a second one, Johnson. We answered your question. And then Ollie says, can you ask for an attachment button to be able to attach a screenshot to show these people what we are discussing? One thing, Ollie, do you want, Collins, let's try if we can make Ollie, bring Ollie to the panel. Maybe she can explain what she's saying for us to be able to help a bit more. I'm not sure. Or Brother Michael, let's look for Ollie parent. No, this, oh, sorry, Sister Pat, this is you. There's Ollie Anderson. Brother Mike, guys, check for Ollie Anderson in the and bring her to the panel. I think there's something she wants to explain. Maybe if she speaks, we'll get her better. So this is Ollie again. Please, can you do this? Yeah. Let's just see if we can bring her up.
Right.
Then Collins, anything, Brother Frank, I'm not sure where you are. Let's all look. John, can you see whether we're missing out on a question, please? Let's all help.
Say again, Comfort, I didn't hear you.
I'm asking whether you think there are some questions we have left unanswered in the chat or in the Q&A, please. In the Q&A section.
Yeah, I think most of the people have retyped their questions into the Q&A. I'll look in the chat, but once you disable the chat, I'm not sure I can see some of the past, but let me take a look.
Okay.
Comfort, I brought Orly in.
Oh, okay. So, Orly, can you speak, please?
And they're not there.
I don't know whether she needs unmuting and stuff. I can't see her yet on the panel.
Okay.
Orly, are you there?
Yeah. I'm here.
No, not you. You are not Orly.
I said Collins, sorry.
No. Okay, we're talking to Orly. I suspect that Orly is calling in from South Africa because she talked earlier on about load shedding. So let's see. Hopefully she comes up. Orly, are you here, please? All right. We'll keep looking and.
Excuse me, Comfort. I think most people have retyped their questions, but the one gentleman I noticed here that's saying, "Can I get my answer, please?" Well, if he would just retype his question in the Q&A, then maybe we could know what his question is. Other than that, I can't see the old questions in the Q&A because it's disabled now for the in the chat because it's disabled for the Q&A. But I think most folks have retyped their question in the Q&A. So I think that's where we're at.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, John. So, yes, somebody is saying, Louisa says, on iPhones, the mic icon is on the bottom of your screen. That's useful information for those who have iPhones. Please check on that. Then Rob says, couldn't get in as panelist again. Oh. Okay, somebody help. Somebody help. So we can't see any questions anymore. Yes.
I saw early. She was pinned in the thumbnails at the top, and then she disappeared. And I looked for her in the list, and she doesn't appear. So I think she might have gotten booted out, and hopefully she'll come back.
Okay, hopefully then. Hopefully, yeah. We're happy to help. Yes, please.
11 minutes ago, Orly posted a question. OMail not working, and also we can't paste info onto OConnect when it was working. I'm not sure if that's the one she means.
Okay. She says O-mail is not working and O-connect is not working.
It keeps jumping back down to. I was trying to keep it there.
I'm pinning Orly on the screen. I pinned her name. She's back.
Okay, yes, we can see her now. So Ollie, can you speak, please? Let me see if she needs to be unmuted. Yes, you are unmuted. Ollie, can you say hello? Ollie, are you there? All right, when she's ready, I hope that she can hear us. She's gone again. Well, I think maybe she's being kicked out or something, but hopefully she comes back and gets her question answered. So while we're waiting for Ollie, I think we should be gradually rounding up. So we'll just take down the question and answer Collins because there are no more questions here. And then we'll just go around and have people do some closing remarks. We need a lot of advice, encouragement, anything at all on the way forward. Everything is looking brilliant in some eyes, and in others, they need to look a bit more to see better. All right. So can we close this, Collins? Can we take down the Q&A? Let me see if I can do that myself. Only you can do it, bro. So, Brother Michael, Sister Fumi, I'm not sure who exactly is calling all the way from home. I just want to throw this here on the table to address people back home by home here, because in the part of the world where we come from, we do things a bit differently. So December is people back home is just like the month of September back to school. So they save up a lot to buy things for Christmas and stuff and all of those. So Brother Michael and Sister Fumi, after that, would you encourage somebody back home to suspend buying of Christmas clothes, Christmas rice and chicken, and get their account activated, and why?
Absolutely. I will do that. Absolutely. That is what I was even doing when we were in the funnel position. Anytime I go to the store, I look at the price. And if it's beyond some limit, I said, this can buy one account. And I stopped buying stuff for my kids for holidays and everything, and even back home, because that same amount of money you use to buy the accounts or pay for your subscription, within months, years to come, you can buy 10 times or 100 times fold of what you didn't buy when you plan to stop this. So it's like a seed. You plant one seed in a farm, let's say a corn seed. You put one seed in the ground, and look at how many seed of corns you have. So that is a principle. You sacrifice for tomorrow, because what is coming is plentiful. It's uncountable and unmeasurable. So it's advisable to do that. That's what I can say.
Exactly. Thank you. Sister Fumi, would you like to unmute yourself first before you talk to us, if you're talking to us? Sister Fumi, you need to unmute yourself. I think she's struggling.
Let me try if I
Go
can.
for it, bro. Or do you want to first try if you can unmute her? Because I think you can do that. You're muted yourself, Collins.
I'm just trying now. I'm searching for stuff for me. I'm trying to look. Let me check from here.
Mayan is here. She can speak on behalf of Fumi. It's the same information we want to get. That's all.
Pardon me, Comfort, did you see Orly put in the Q&A Samsung S8? Is that the Orly that you were asking to speak?
I don't know.
Just put Samsung S8. I guess she's trying to tell us her phone or something.
She can't unmute.
Yeah, John, I had asked her what device she was on so I could try and help her. Because sometimes knowing what device it is, so that was for me.
Okay. And then another gentleman said the Q&A is still disabled. It's not disabled. The place that you just typed, the Q&A is disabled, is the Q&A. So just type in your question there. We'll see it.
John, the Q&A is disabled now because we are just taking a last round. So I was just calling for these few minutes to say something that will apply like directly to people back from the part of the world where we come from, because we have a lot of them in the house, and they will equally take this back to the communities, just to help as much as we can. So the Q&A is not up anymore. So we were talking about, yeah. Okay. Sister Fumi cannot unmute herself. Mayan, can you unmute, please? All right. I don't know what's happening, Brother Oliver.
Please, try to unmute. Try now. I've unmuted you.
So this goes to other, I don't know, but because people do things differently. This is important, guys. Bear with us. We just want to pass this information through, or this message through. It really goes a long way to help, so that we're just trying for nobody to be left behind. Sister Fumi Sister Gladys here. I'm not sure if she was listening. Brother Colin, you can speak, or Brother Oliver. We know what we want, what information we want to pass out there. Just go for it, please. All right, so what we're trying to do here, guys, if you're here, let's keep on encouraging Mama and Papa then back home, because now it's Christmas. Everybody's saving up. Very soon they will be dividing Yangi, like in my place, or Ijo in the Yoruba land and stuff like that. Don't hurry to buy Christmas. Keep this money, activate this account, because you are paying for the best future for your children and for the entire family and the generations to come. There are things that when we found on Passive and found out exactly what it was, we tried to advise people back home not to do, because back home people sell family properties, landed properties, all kinds of stuff. They borrow money just to get children to study abroad and get a lot of education and stuff. But then when we're doing the registration, we say, stop buying. If you can borrow money now, just borrow $103 and $2, get an account in ONPASSIVE. This is another moment for you. If you're already a registered founding member, if you really have to borrow money, let it be $93. Or if you're a new affiliate, let it be say $200 and get this account activated. Don't borrow money this season, or the savings that you have made for children's Christmas stuff. Explain to them that we are paying for better Christmases and better futures. If they don't understand now, they will thank you in future. So this is important. And those who are here are those who understand this. But then while home, please, let's keep explaining. When you explain from this angle, aunties